everyone! So third video review for this week is for a Hive of Secrets and Spells by Ellen Jane. I posted my Goodreads review the other day, so if you want to go and check that out, if you're on YouTube there is a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So a Hive of Secrets and Spells by Ellen Jane. You might remember this joined me on a blog tour about 6 months ago, because that's how packed my schedule is. It's just so busy, and I couldn't wait to read it. I really was looking forward to finding out what the book was all about, and I'm so glad that I did, because it was such fun. It really was so much fun. So it's the second book in a series. I hadn't read the first book in the series, so I wasn't sure what I was going to get from the second book and whether I was going to fully understand it. What I'd say is I really want to read the first book in the series. I know I'm really intrigued by it now, but I don't think you need to have read it to understand this story. Again, the author, Ellen Jane, she has put enough background in there for you to get a sense of what might have happened in the first book that has led to the events in the second book. But I think it would be really interesting, obviously, to read the first book just to see now that I've read the second book. So it's about Heather and her girlfriend Sinead, and they are solving yet another mystery, following Sinead and her twin brother receiving some threatening notes. So piecing together all the clues and finding the answers, it leads them on sort of a route of investigation and adventure, where they encounter some very unique characters, and I say very unique characters because this has got a nice mythical, magical feel about it. And in the end, all the secrets that are unravelled during their exploration change the way their lives will be now. So it really is one of those magical mystery, romancy, fantasy. I'm going to call it fantasy. That's what I'm going to call it. It's very fantastic, fantasy, however you say it. It's a fantasy book, really. It's got a lot of magic. They're like sort of like witches and potions and spells and all that sort of thing. So for a mystery, this magical story, it was really so much fun. The magical side of it made it very light-hearted, and even though it was dealing with dark subjects, that magic just, do you know what I mean? It just lightens the whole mood of the mystery, and the mystery that surrounded this wonderful magic meant that as a reader you could be totally mystified by what it might all mean, and what might happen, and how all these clues link together, and what they're going to discover, and what it would lead to in the end. And it was that magical element that really brought the relief to that dark nature of this book, like I say, of the crime that builds the story, and the mystery and the uncertainty surrounding the whole story. So that all that light touch magic here, there and everything, it really lightened the mood and added a little bit of comedy element, which was quite nice as well, because it just, like I say, keeps everything really light-hearted, and you don't get too bogged down in the mystery. And in a way it's a little bit distracting from the clues, but it means that you think like the characters, and then you just have these really little fun moments where you're like, yeah, it's the typical sort of witches get things a little bit wrong and it doesn't always quite go to plan, but in the end it all works out for the best kind of scenario going on. But like I say, having not read the first book in the series, I was concerned that I might not understand the story, but I did. And I think this series, it could be one that I could really get into. I'm very interested in reading the first book in the series and any follow-ups to come. I think it's just one of those really nice, cozy. If you're not a big crime fan, or you're not a big mystery fan, or you're not a big magical fan, this is perfect for you to encounter all three and get a nice light touch of them without being too bogged down in it being too detailed or too graphic or too, like, it's very, it could almost be YA because it's just so light-hearted in its feel, and I really like that. Actually, it's a bit of relief amongst darker crime novels, and I think it had a nice, cozy, warm feel to the way the characters sort of felt like a little family, and you felt like a part of their little family, helping them out along the way and experiencing everything with them. And then Heather and Sinead, they just have this really great chemistry. They work well as a team for their business, and then they're cute when they're stealing a little moment to themselves, a little personal romantic moment. So it's a really enjoyable read, and I definitely recommend giving it a go. If you're a romance fan, I think you'll really love this, and if you're into all that sort of fantasy, magical, potions, spells, and everything like that, I think you'll get a lot out of this book and this series, because it's very much going down that wondrous magic route. It's not a dark magic, it's a really light, spiritual type of magic, and I really liked it. But I think this is definitely a book for romance fans and mystery magical fans alike, so fantasy fans, and it really will fill you with quite a bit of happiness. When I was reading it, I was quite happily getting lost in the story and the adventure, and I'd read so much of it before I even realised, like, I'd been reading it for hours and I was nearly done. It really was quite intriguing in a way to keep you motivated as a reader to carry on reading. It very easily breezed through the chapters and you found yourself very lost in the adventure, so I loved that about it. I thought that was really good. So yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a go if you like romance, mystery, crime, magical fantasy type of things. This will tick a lot of boxes for you, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I know I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad that I gave it a go. If you want to grab a copy of A Hive of Secrets and Spells, I'll pop a link in the description. If you've read A Hive of Secrets and Spells by Ellen Jane, please let me know what you thought of it. It'd be great to hear your thoughts. I haven't seen a lot about this, so if you have read it, it would be great to talk to you about it. Comment below, get involved in the discussion. If you haven't read A Hive of Secrets and Spells by Ellen Jane yet, then I hope you'll give it a go. If it's on your to be read list, or you're planning to read it now, or you watched the review and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to go and read that, and that's really great, comment below, let us know, because it's always great to hear what you're reading. And if you do read it, I firstly hope you enjoy it, and second, I hope you have a lot of fun reading it. Bye!